Well. See, 8 minutes late. It's not that bad. I'm improving. I am improving as a streamer. It's arguably better than the 15 minutes late from yesterday. Oh. Need that up. What else did I want to do? Oh, right. This. Remember this? I'm expecting that today's stream is gonna be a little bit faster. Because essentially right now you're approaching the end of the story. Right? Hopefully. I mean, I need the story to end. Today, if I want to avoid a big ass hiatus, a few days hiatus between this stream and the actual end of the story. Also, another thing, I am a little bit against the clock here. I have an appointment that I need to go up to. I need to start arranging to leave the house around 4:20 p.m. And I hope you guys cannot hear the construction noise that is happening above me. Hopefully OBS doesn't catch that, right? Hopefully. Oh yeah, it seems OBS doesn't catch that. Amazing, wonderful, thank you. Nothing for me to worry about then. Now then. White zone. Frankfurt. Actually, perhaps I should turn on the fan. It is a bit... A certain square in Frankfurt. White zone. Morning breaks under a dark, heavy sky. Beneath thick storm clouds, a shattered square is packed with families who have come to mourn. Simple memorial stones have already been erected, each carefully engraved with the names of the dead. Well, that was fast. Didn't this whole thing just happen, 2 days ago? And they are already making a monument to that? Jesus Christ. I was expecting something like that this to happen like a week or two after the incident. Several figures who look like military officers stand nearby, handing fallen soldiers dog tags and personal effects to sobbing relatives. One elderly man collapses on the spot after opening an unsent letter written by the deceased. Field nurses rush forward to give aid. Before long, an ambulance pulls up, stirring the crowd into uneasy motion. Seeing that the time has come, a colonel steps onto the platform at the center of the square. After a brief sound check, he begins to read from his prepared speech. Today, we gather here not only to commemorate the great warriors who fought to their final breath in Frankfurt, but also to remember the civilians whose lives were taken by the flames of this cruel war. And we remember as well the commander who fought until the very end in this battle. We honor their extraordinary spirit, their heroic sacrifice in defense of the city. Frankfurt will remember your deeds, and its people will sign your names, think your names. until the days the flame behind me burns out. Oh, that's curious. Because I was fully convinced that the commander was seen essentially not necessarily as a hero. I didn't imagine the commander to be seen as a hero, especially after all the commotion he has caused in the White Zone. I thought for sure that people would see him as some criminal or terrorist. No, he is actually remembered as a hero. If they are talking about the same commander, which I think they are. Probably. The colonel steps aside. Behind him, a column of fire rises. It is an internal flame fed continuously by natural gas lines, impossible to extinguish with water, never allowed to go out. And they even have the... Man, this was a really quick job, wasn't it? Build a whole monument and then set up a gas system to feed the flame. Technology. A hero's flame, burning on, as long as humanity itself still draws breath. Frankfurt stands with you. Amen. Amen. Among the crowd, only one woman wrapped in a cloak, her face hidden, does not join the prayer. She feels no sorrow, only seething anger. Her shoulders tremble as she clenches her teeth. These people spouting nothing but lies. Haven't even found the body and they have the audacity to feed us such nonsense. Hey, Miss Kalina? Sensing Kalina's emotions spiraling out of control, Tokarev quickly takes her hands. Realizing herself what's happening, Kalina closes her eyes and forces herself to calm down. Thank you, Tokarev. Let's go. Kalina and Tokarev leave the square and head into a quiet, deserted alley. Waiting there are 3 former Gryffindors. Oh, more of them. Phew, that was close. Sorry, I lost my composure. Well, Kalin just cares a lot about the commander. Even if you rushed out and slapped that guy, I would have praised you for it. Yeah, totally understandable. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for being willing to help me, and the commander. Kalin, you're such a stranger. Didn't we already agree last night that we would help you? I'm sure the commander is fine. Yes, definitely. It's a shame though. Even with my help at this time, we could only get the 3 of you out of in such a hurry. If only we had more people. It's alright. This is already enough. Oh, we have a whole team now. Once she has calmed down, Kalina discusses the next steps with the 4 dolls. Tokarev, you'll handle reconnaissance and coordination. P14, your range is longer, so you'll provide long-distance support. 612 and CZ805 will handle assault and fire support. Understood. Now, let's head towards the target. According to the map, it is our 12 o'clock. Following the signal Tokarev had obtained earlier, they arrive at the boundary between Frankfurt's White Zone and Green Zone. is an abandoned parking lot. The exact point where the GPS signal abruptly stopped. Is this the place? It doesn't look like anything special. Could this really be a lead on the commander? On the surface, maybe not, but this location is the farthest point from all medical facilities in the district. In wartime, all medical vehicles are centrally managed. No facility has permanent control over specific vehicles. So no matter which facility a stolen vehicle originally belonged to, this spot is the farthest possible distance. That means this location was deliberately chosen. Oh my god, I can barely read. I gotta say, this is a lot of effort. Keep it hidden. If the commander is indeed behind this whole disappearance thing right now. If he is the only person behind this whole operation of remaining hidden. Miss Kalina, what is it? Why do you look so grim? When you put it that way, it really does sound like something the commander would do. Look over there. Kalina and the others turn towards where 612 is pointing. At their 10 o'clock, several police cars with flashing red and blue lights surrounding a parking space already cordoned off with tape. From Kalina's vantage point, she cannot glean much from the situation. Just the busy backs of a few police officers. P14, what do you see from your side? Looking from above, I do see a medical vehicle surrounded over there. But I can't tell if it's the one we are looking for. Are the police really that sharp? Everyone, stay where you are and keep your distance from the scene. DZ-805 and C-14 remain in place on long-range standby, ready to maneuver at any time. Tokarev, go check it out, 612. Give her cover and stay hidden. Oh boy. Oh, are they about to see the location where the commander was kept? Oh, actually, that makes so much sense, actually. Oh, that means they are indeed getting closer. Water. Everyone moves according to Kalina's instructions. Tokarev advances carefully, while Kalina waits patiently for intelligence, ready to respond to any sudden developments. Man, today's a difficult day for reading, isn't it? Tokarev moves slightly, making no sound, until she slips into position atop a low building. Close enough, yet difficult to detect. That's strange. What is it, Tokarev? The police are still investigating. They just arrived not long ago, but about at the same time as we did, and they actually know less than we do. Looks like they just received a call from a passerby and came to check it out. Someone trying to prevent their advancing the investigation. The channel falls silent for so long that Tokarev starts to wonder if the connection is broken. Just as she's about to check the connection status, Kalina's voice comes through. Let's go. The police won't find anything. A If the commander wants to hide, they won't leave any traces. This is probably just a decoy. The real clues won't be here. Everyone, split up. The commander should have left other clues nearby. Prioritize searching while avoiding the police. Understood. Oh wow. Okay, Kalina, Man, you have that much faith in my abilities of hiding my tracks? I'm flattered, honestly. Let's see what we have here. This is probably another NPC stage, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, where's the... Okay, all the way over there. Amazing, wonderful. And you... Kalina and Stokarev reach the radar and withdraw. Okay, alright. Don't consume APs. Amazing, wonderful, good to know. Always check the enemy's movements. I need to remember to always keep that in mind. Oh wow, Kiru, stop calling me Kiru. And yes, I am streaming, as I said I would. Also, welcome to the stream, online resident 2174. What am I going to do here? What do I do? Well, I guess. Wait, how about this guy? Okay, all right. This one. Do some circles apparently. This one also do circles probably. Yeah. This one. Okay. This one. Good to see you too, kidder. Right. Okay, so go here. Go here. Go here. You stay here. You go in the box. And then enter. Okay, all right. Doing fine so far. Now, okay. You go here, right? Then you go into, wait. You will have to go into the box. Not yet though, not yet. Wait. Okay, it's fine. It's your lucky day, Kibu. I'm kinda busy, so I can't woo at you all stream. Ah, man, I'm so blessed. Thank God. Ah, thank God. God finally heard my prayers. I can't believe. Thank God. Sorry. But it's fine. I am also a little bit busy today. I need to make sure that I finish the stream at least around 4 p.m. because I have an appointment today, so I I hope that the rest of this story isn't that long. Where are you going? Okay, you're going there. Woo! I need to bot your stream. No! Shut the fuck up! Stop wooing at me. Fuck! What do I do? I grab the box right now. I can't go anywhere else. Oh, actually, hold on. This is my final gift. Bye bye. Take care. Take care, you too, online resident. A safe day. Have a nice day. Don't get run over. Bye bye. Now that the wooing is over, what the fuck is this stage? Okay, this guy is going to leave, right? Yeah. Move here. This one's gonna move there, I think. Let me change the thing here. Hold on. Must be an easier way for me to visualize. Oh, there we go. Okay. Much better. Then I don't have all these extra information in the way of the in the way preventing me from visualizing the code, the connections to the node. This guy is moving there, but the problem is that this one, when I get here, essentially just blocking my path. While this motherfucker, oh no, this one's going to. Okay. Wait. I know what I need to do. I was under the impression that this guy here would go down, which would be a problem for me. But that doesn't seem to be the case, thankfully. Okay. Now, since that's the case, you enter the box. Go into the box. Go here. And then fuck, how do I how will I get this guy's attention? I mean, how the fuck am I going to get that guy over there? Okay, alright, hold on. Remain stationary when there are no hostile units within the detecting range. When hostile units enter the detecting range, move to the following the effects of a special skill. Shit. What am I supposed to do? Because, okay, here's the problem. I'm worried that once this guy has no one else in his range anymore, he's not going to move. And if I understand this right, I need both Kalina and Tokarev to reach the radar, which this motherfucker is guarding right now. Let's move Tokarev down here. And turn. Okay. 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 That guy went up, right? Please let the event end once Kalina gets there. Please, 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 please. Oh, thank God. Okay, alright. I didn't need to get both of them into the radar. This makes things much easier. Thank fucking God. Oh, gee. Thank God. Alright. This is going more smoothly then. On the outskirts of Frankfurt, White Zone. Oh. Lina, come take a look, quick. Hearing 612 over the channel, Kalina and Tokarev slipped past the guards and hurried to her side. Following 612's pointing finger, Kalina notices something strange in the corner of the wall. This looks kind of familiar. Yeah, it feels like I've seen it somewhere before. 1, 2, 3. These are battlefield codes only Gryffindors would use. Miss Kalina, look, there are more over there. The markings are still fresh. They were probably carved within the last couple of days. Scratches on the ground look random at first, but if you trace them towards 7 o'clock, you'll notice they are more densely distributed in that direction. That can't just be my imagination. Kalina follows the direction Tokarev indicates. Just as she says, those markings, each bearing a distinctive familiar style, form a route marker, subtle yet deliberate. And as for who left them, Kalina meets Tokarev's gaze, the light blooming across her face. The commander! Yes, it has to be. As long as we follow these markings, we will definitely find where the commander is. Kalina signals the team members who had split up to regroup at their location. Tokarev takes points, scouting ahead and identifying the markings, while Kalina and the others secure the team's safety and erase their tracks as they move. Following the trail, Kalina's group arrives at an abandoned transport station. It's 4 kilometers from where the medical supply vehicle was ditched, far from the site of investigation. The commander isn't hiding around here, are they? This place is a mess. It is messy, but it's also extremely well concealed. It's far from the site of investigation and convenient for carrying medical supplies. Given that the commander is injured, this location is both hidden and secure enough. Get that, but there are weeds growing everywhere, and everything's rusted to hell. Where are we even supposed to look for the commander's markings? The last one we found earlier, wasn't that the final sign? BZ-805 isn't wrong. The area is a wreck. Rusted loading equipment lies abandoned among warehouses that have long since collapsed and caved in. Some shipping containers have had their paint eaten away by wind and rain, exposing brittle rust beneath. 612 pokes one lightly with her finger, and a chunk breaks off. Kalina takes it all in. Everyone, split up and search. You know the drill. Stay alert. The others nod. As escort, Tokarev stays close by Kalina's side. Once inside the transport station, Kalina feels that even spotting a shell crater nearby would be difficult, let alone signs of where the commander might be hiding. With so much visual noise, any clue is swallowed up. Miss Kalina, you have seemed off for a while now. What's on your mind? I'm thinking about what the commander is really trying to do. These markings can only be deciphered by those from Griffin. If they are a code that the commander left behind, that part is easy enough to understand. Problem is, when you look at the bigger picture, something doesn't add up. Bigger picture? I don't quite follow. First, the location where the GPS signal vanished. As you said, that was carefully chosen. At first I thought your analysis was a stretch, but the medical supply vehicle changed my mind. The medical supply vehicle? Yes, the commander seized it, then abandoned it there. From the list of stolen medications, it's clear that the commander was badly injured, and the purpose of seizing the vehicle was treatment. The timing doesn't work. You wouldn't have enough time to administer comprehensive treatment within the time between the stealing and abandoning the vehicle. If abandoning the vehicle was meant to hide the tracks, then taking the vehicle in the first place was far too conspicuous. And really, was it even necessary to take the whole vehicle? The commander should have taken only the medicine they needed. And then there are these markings. At first there were many of them, but the farther we follow the trail, the fewer there are. Have you noticed the patterns? It feels like the commander keeps leaving clues, but then cutting them off. As if they wanted to tell us where they are, but deliberately keeping us at a distance. You're mostly right, but it's not about distance. It's about getting the timing right. Timing? Yes, think about it. Even though the clues are encoded so that only we can read them, the markings themselves are extremely conspicuous. It's like dropping your bank book on the streets. Anyone who finds it knows someone lost money, but without the passwords they can't withdraw a thing. So even if they can't access it, they still know someone lost something? Exactly. Like you, I can't quite grasp the commander's true intention. Leaving clues only Griffin folks can read, stealing medication that perfectly matches the medical plan I prepared. It is as if they knew I would come. Feels like flying a kite. Just when it's about to rise higher, the string is cut at the last second. Miss Kalina, don't lose heart. Even if things are really as you say, then we are still getting closer to the commander. In other words, this is just a small stretch of darkness before dawn. None of our efforts have been in vain. We have been through situations like this far too many times already. If anything, it's the opposite. Every problem could be solved easily. There must be a carefully crafted lie behind it all. Isn't that right? They speak in unison, perfectly in sync. Tokarev is a bit shaken aback. Seeing her expression, Kalina can't help but laugh. Looks like you remembered that line. I suppose it's quite apt considering the situation. As long as we keep going to the very end, everything will become clear. Ah. Wonderful, Miss Kalina. What is? It's really wonderful to see you smile again. How strange. I owe much to both the commander and you. Without your support, I wouldn't have made it this far. It's my duty. You don't need to... Huh? Look over there. Even while chatting, neither of them had let their eyes stray from the ground for a single moment. Tokarev is the first to spot the anomaly. Following her gaze, Kalina sees the final mark. This direction leads to... Having figured out the direction, Kalina breaks into a run. Tokarev follows close behind. They run a short distance further, reaching the most remote corner of the transport station. There, Kalina carefully examines a patch of ground strewn with debris. This is a ventilation shaft. And look, the cover looks like it's been pried open with a crowbar. We are getting closer to the commander again. This should be it. Call everyone over. We'll regroup here. Got it. Before long, the other 3 dolls arrive. The metal cover of the ventilation shaft is heavy, and it takes all of them working together to pry it open. Once the opening is wide enough for a person to fit through, Kalina peers down. Below, the shaft drops into darkness, with a passage leading deeper underground. Oh my god, please don't tell me it's another Paradise base. Looks like we have found the right place. We'll go down one by one. 612 first, Tokarev second, CZ-805 with the assault rifle behind me, and C-14 bring up the rear. Understood. Kalina signs the order based on the doll's weapon type. After they descend in sequence, C-14 carefully replaces the shaft cover, restoring it to its original state. I don't know. I don't know. Please God, let it not be. Oh my god, Betty, hello. What are you doing here? What is this? What is this actually? Huh. Wait. I'm going to fight Griffin dolls then. Oh, fuck. Okay. Guess I will fight Griffin dolls then. Hopefully they're not buffed too much. Otherwise, this is going to be a little of a difficult stage. I don't want it to take it too long. Any ally clone reaches the radar. What radar? Oh, this one. Or that one. Wait. What is the fail condition? There's no fail condition. Okay. Then... let's go down, I guess, then. Something seems to be nearby. Consider stopping for a while to conduct a search. Right. Okay, wonderful. So you have secret in this map. Getting a little nervous, not gonna lie. But why Griffin dolls though? That part is something that I don't really understand. Okay, if I go here, what does these do? Oh, turn off. Yes, I will. I guess I will. Then let's move here. Go there. Go there. All I need to do is reach the radar, right? So just catch the bombs, destroy the rubble, and deploy one to that radar on the top. Okay. Let's see how difficult this fight really are. I mean, 75k is a big number, but I can't imagine it being that much of a... Oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, the UMP-45, or should I say Lava, took a little bit of damage, but it's fine overall. It's not that big of a deal. I think the real actual danger is the beams around the Goliaths. There we go. Easy. Okay, this stage actually might not be that bad. I just need to make sure to not fuck things up. Like I usually do. Ooh, that one was a little bit more closer. That one didn't felt very comfortable to me. What about this one? Okay. Now, what about this thing? What do we have here? What is this? Oh, okay. All right. I see. I understand. Well then, go here. I believe we can finish this rather quickly. Good job, girls. Man, it has been such a long time since I last played Chapter 1. I mean, overall, this event, before this event first started doing the story of this event, I can't really remember when I actually tried to clear a new stage. I mean, I have been logging in daily as always, but having an actual stage to clear. Oh, okay, that one was close. dogs. That one scared me a little bit. It has been a long time. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. And put it there. Good. Go here. Pick this one up. And turn. And if there isn't anything else to do here, then I'm probably gonna end this stage by the next step. Oh yeah, Alchemist can easily deal with this, guys. Alchemist is such a strong unit. Her shields pretty much allow her to tank almost anything. There are very few tough enemies around that are actually able to deal damage to Alchemist. Okay. Now this should be the end. Here. There we go. Is this it? Yes. Yes, it is. Easy. First try. No. Abandoned Metro Network. Oh boy. Please don't be a fair deal space. Underground area. Frankfurt. White zone. Dim and damp. The air carries the musty stench of mold. Kalina's group advances through the narrow ventilation shaft in a fixed order. The surroundings are eerily quiet, with only the occasional drip of water and the hum of unknown industrial control machinery. The ground is thick with mud. They have to move with extra care to avoid making noise. Miss Kalina. Tokarev calls out softly, pointing at the ground. What is it? Miss Kalina, look, this muddy water must have been accumulating for a very long time, but the deeper we go, the thinner the layer of mud becomes. That doesn't make sense. The environment here is relatively stable, and the overall terrain is flat, with no noticeable slope. So logically, this entire route should be uniformly muddy. Yet, the further we go in, the cleaner it gets. You mean someone cleaned it up? Covered up footprints and other traces? Tokarev nods, walks over to the wall and wipes away a layer of surface dust with her hands. And look here, the section of wall isn't the same as when we first came in. The material is reinforced concrete with much higher strength. Oh my god, please don't be a Paradise space. Please, I'm begging you. The internal structure has also changed, from a single layer design to a layered structure resistant to bunker busting munitions. That's clearly beyond the safety requirements of a ventilation shaft. So that means... Oh, come take a look over here. 612 seems to have discovered something. Kalina and Tokarev exchange a glance, nod to each other, and move over with the other two dogs. Kalina's group gathers where 612 is standing. In the direction she's pointing, there is a signboard stained with muddy water. A subway station entrance. Hard to read. The facilities around here are all heavily worn. But if this were just an abandoned subway station, would there really be a need for military-grade fortifications? The situation's become fairly clear. Combined with what Tokarev has observed earlier, this should be part of Frankfurt's Cold War-era civil defense network. It looks like it was abandoned even before the war. Underground facilities like this usually aren't marked with precise locations on modern maps, which makes them difficult to track down. The underground network branches in all directions. Finding the commander won't be easy. Let's follow the route ahead and check it first. Maybe the commander left some kind of marker. Tokarev exchanged looks with the other dolls. They all nod and form a protective formation around Kalina as they proceed to move deeper into the subway station. Every doll keeps their eyes peeled, but none of the expected markers appear along the way. Oh no. Oh no. We're going pretty deep, aren't we? Would the commander really be in a place like this? C-14's apprehension is understandable. The deeper the team goes, the darker the tunnel becomes. Fuck, there's no way forward. The group halts. Tokarev and 612 move up to check. There is almost no illumination here. Only a few emergency lights glow with a deep, ghostly green in the darkness. When Tokarev approaches, she realizes what's blocking them. A military-grade security door with a digital access lock. This is a military security door. The steel plating is extremely thick. There's almost no chance of forcing it open from the outside. Oh no. Fuck me. Before Tokarev can finish, a piercing continuous alarm suddenly blares. Bruh. In an instant, every emergency light in the underground passage snaps on. The pitch black space is flooded with blood red warning lights. That long droning alarm sounds like a death knell tolling. What is going on? Along with the alarm, Tokarev hears a mechanical movement from above. Oh fuck me, man. She looks up and several steel gates suddenly slam down from the ceiling. Directly onto Kalina. Miss Kalina! Tokarev reacts in a flash, diving to her left towards Kalina, hauling her several meters away. What just happened? Before CZ-805 can even process the situation, she sees red warning lights flashing, and muzzled flashes erupting from several gun barrels. Oh my fucking god. Modified autonomous doll pour out of hidden wall panels and open fire on Kalina's group without hesitation. Enemy contacts. Finds cover nearby. Prepare to engage. Kalina and Tokarev take cover behind a section of wall. Tokarev draws her weapon and returns fire. The other dolls each find their own cover, relying on solid combat training to stabilize the situation. Yet, these autonomous dolls are like endless sandbags. Knock one doll, one down, and another rises to take its place. Commander... Why would the commander attack us? I don't think the commander is behind this at all, Kalina, at this point, honestly. I don't remember anyone doing anything out of line just now. Why? The sudden turn of events puts Kalina on edge and deepens her confusion. The idea that the commander would attack them is something she simply cannot comprehend.
Miss Kalina, Miss Kalina, can you hear me? Pulled out of her thoughts by Tokarev's voice, Kalina turns and sees her standing behind. Stay close to me. I will escort you to the security door. What did you say? The autonomous dolls and the sudden steel gates are both only meant to delay intruders, not eliminate them. Now that the alarm is sounding, the commander must be aware of what's happening. Relying on these measures to stop her time means that the commander is probably prepared another exit. Not knowing the intruders are us, the commander will withdraw according to the original plan.
My god, does the commander really have that many resources?
And then we will completely lose our chance to find them. So we will clear the way for you.
Sorry, wrong voice.
So we will clear the way for you. You go on and find the commander. But the enemy's firepower is too strong. 612, CZ-805, prepare to fall back and tighten the formation. Roger. Before Kalina can say anything more, Tokarev's voice rings out again. Miss C14, please cover us. I'm going to hack the electronic lock. Understood. Before Kalina can fully grasp what's happening, Tokarev grabs her arm and, seizing the moment when the autonomous dolls run out of ammo, drags her towards the security door. The other 3 dolls cluster around them, shielding Kalina with their own bodies and protecting her from stray rounds. Even through the alarms and gunfire, Kalina can hear the dull thuds of bullets striking doll frames. Each sound lands heavily in her chest. Miss Kalina, remember what you said to me up there? If every problem could be solved easily, there must be a carefully crafted lie behind it all. Now is the moment to put that to the test. I ask you, please, you must see the commander. Not just for yourself, but for us. For those of us who, because of protocol, couldn't stand beside the commander in the final battle. I don't remember who asked me, but someone once did. They asked whether I ever regretted fighting for the commander. Regretted following the commander through all the suffering. Whether I ever resented the commander. My answer was no. Before I met the commander, I didn't even understand what love was, or hatred, or hope, or regret. I wasn't even given the right to possess such emotions, let alone discuss them. It was the commander who gave me all of this. It was the commander who told me that I, too, had the right to a sense of self, dignity, to emotions. We're not like the AR team or Task Force DeFi, who clearly know what they are fighting for. To be honest, our understanding of Paradise is almost non-existent compared to theirs. We're not fighting for justice or lofty ideals either. I even doubt whether I truly understand what justice and righteousness mean on a grand scale in this war. We fight only for the commander.
Oh boy, this sucks.
Man, this sucks.
It sucks so much that they put this much trust on the commander, and yet we are here essentially trying to run away and pretending to be dead. Intentionally or unintentionally, just hiding from them.
As of the commander, we take up arms. As long as the commander gives the order, we will charge ahead without hesitation. Before meeting the commander, we would do the same. Because we were cheap tools that obeyed orders. After meeting the commander, we still do the same. Because now we understand what love is, what it means to choose for ourselves, and what self-respect means to it all. Please, convey our feelings to the commander as well. Miss Kalina, stay strong. He wants to do something for you, both for you and the commander. That's right, leave this place to us. You just need to keep moving forward. What Tokarev wants to say is exactly what we want to tell the commander too. Oh man, this sucks so much because we know that it's not going to be a happy moment once Kalina finally finds the commander. Oh, the goats. Oh, fuck me. Hit. Suddenly, a shell detonates near Kalina and the others, catching her completely off guard. In the violent shockwave, most of her hearing cuts out, replaced by relentless ringing. Nausea washes over her as her head starts spinning. She lifts her head with great difficulty and sees 612 and CZ805, whose frames have suffered massive damage, absorbing most of the blast for her. Oh my fucking. Fuck. Shit. Oh, no. No wonder their reunion 10 years later was awkward. No wonder. I think I can obviously see why it was that awful. Yeah. Even so, they continue to shield Kalina tightly behind. 612! CZ805! Everything around her is bathed in rats. Kalina can't hear anything, and they can no longer answer her. Tokarev sees it when she looks back, but says nothing. He forcibly turns away and speeds up her hacking. Then, P-14, moving in to protect Tokarev and Kalina, is pierced through the abdomen by a closing mechanical unit. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. This is really awful. Ah, fuck. You know what? This whole traces thing or whatever was probably never meant for them. This was probably a trap set for maybe some Cardews units still trying to go after the commander or something. Oh man. Fuck. Before she falls, C-14 presses her sniper rifle against the machine's head and fires a point-blank range. Kalina can't hear the gunshot, but she sees the instant C-14 pulls the trigger. The sniper rifle explodes because the muzzle is completely blocked. After the blast, both of them collapsed. She wants to say something, but she can't even hear her own voice. The ringing in her ears is like a demon unleashed in the mortal world, tormenting her with a low hum that could drive anyone mad. Then she feels someone helping her up. She turns her head. In that final moment, all she sees is Tokarev's gentle smile. Tokarev's lips seem to whisper something. Kalina can't hear it, but she tries desperately to read her lips. After that, Kalina is gently pushed through the door. The heavy door closes behind her. In an instant, the world plunges into darkness, cut off completely from everything outside. I hate it. I absolutely hate this. Fuck this event. I. Maybe Kruger and Heavier were right. You shouldn't have tried to go after the commander. Ah man, this sucks so much. Okay. If it was really the commander who set up this whole thing, killing your own dolls, putting the life of your own former adjutant at risk. Dude. Bruh. Oh my god. This is awful. This is awful. I am not having fun right now. Jesus Christ, man. And if 10 years later I had to go back to see these people again, right? After I setting up a whole bunch of I would feel awkward too. I understand the commander. I don't think that this whole thing was their intention. Obviously not. The commander would never hurt his own dolls, but this is really awful. Really, really awful. My god. I'm not even sure what to say, honestly. Because one thing is having your dolls taking damage because they are fighting enemy units, right? But another thing is unintentionally causing this much damage to them. I feel guilty. I feel dirty. I feel like a criminal. God damn.
And this event is not going to have a happy ending. We all know that too. Oh. Ah, I know. I kinda don't want to see how this is going to end. But I have to. Ah, shit. Ah, damn. Okay, alright. Focus on the current stage. We have a lot of things happening here, and we need to reach the radar. Thankfully, this whole thing is not that difficult to deal with. It's just going to take quite a while to clear this stage. Okay, so what's the idea? I need to try to figure out what these terminals do. They're probably each corresponding to one of these lights. Okay, I guess the priority is try to find an explosive somewhere. There's one there. And that's it. There's this guy, there's one mountain guard here. Actually, no, never mind. Oh wait, I think the stage probably continues. Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. What exactly this thing does again? Mobilize it for the entire can lock his enemy down. Right. Okay. So I need to try to figure out which of these controls. Oh boy. Oh boy, there's a lot. There's a lot going on here. First, let's put this echelon there. And then we can do... Okay, let's switch. Deal with these guys. Then let's discover what that control panel deactivates, which one. And depending on it, I can try to go with a different strategy. Oh my god, look at the shape Naya when she still has the body of an adult. The shape Naya is such a strange doll, like not a strange in just in personality, but the way that she keeps being assigned to a different frame. Like she goes from an adult to a child and then to essentially a young teenager, a young girl. It is something. It's definitely something. Shit, what do I do here? I think I should go back. That's probably the best thing to do right now. There we go. So it deactivated this one, which means... okay, if this one deactivated this one. This one deactivated that one. Then I'm going to assume that this one is going to deactivate this one. Together I could either go through here this way, or no, actually I think it's better to go this way. Then I will have to fight a whole lot more. I should actually try to set up a supply line. I'll definitely need more ammunition if I want to send an Echelon through this way over here. Okay. You can go here. You can start to go back. You go here. No, actually I don't think I need to send her back. Instead, just go down. Go here. Go here. Little turn. Move here. Resupply. Go back. Do a little switcheroo with this one. Go up. Up again. There we go. Okay. This one more Echelon to get more extra movement. We need, I think. Oh god, please tell me it's going to be enough. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, yeah, it's going to be enough. First fight done. I think I need to do more. 3 more, right? Yeah, 3 more. No, actually 2 more. I can go down there instead of above. Avoiding that Betty Echelon one. Also formerly known as ADW. IDW Danya. Oh man. The IDW means those were the gold days. Oh yes, please. Let's deactivate that one just to be sure. In case something else appears here. Because it does seem like something else is going to be revealed once I reach the radars. Alright, enter. Oh man, this music goes so hard. The FL battle soundtracks are usually very, very good. I think all their soundtracks are. Oh. There I am.
空転車私はマルサーゲベやドライオとピアチヒ今日も優雅な戦いをご覧に入れますか
Ah, oh boy. White Zone. Abandoned Metro Network Final Phase. Oh boy, here we go. This is going to be bad. After who knows how long, maybe 10 minutes, maybe only 2. In any case, after Kalina is shoved through the door by Tokarev, the ringing in her ears gradually fades. She turns back in a daze, but there is nothing left to see beyond the door. From time to time, bullets strike the metal surface, producing dull, harmless thud. On this side of the door, everything is safe. The door shields her perfectly. So long as she remains here, there is no real danger. But what about outside the door? What will happen to everyone else? Will they be dragged away for a near-cult reset? Or destroyed on the spot? Kalina doesn't know. She doesn't dare pursue that string of thoughts. As long as she can see the commander, everything will fall into place. Every question will be answered. Oh, this sucks so much. Shit. As long as she can see the commander. Amid the chaos swirling in her mind, she recalls the last moments before the door shuts. Tokarev's lips moving silently. Now isn't the time to fall apart. I have to reach the commander for everyone's sake. Otherwise, everything will be... With that thought, Kalina forces herself up from the ground. A wave of dizziness washes over her, and she nearly collapses again. That's hardly surprising. She has barely slept these past 2 days. On top of relentless travel, the fact that she can still stand at all is a miracle. None of that matters. Commander. She checks her bearings. Explosions and gunfire erupt again behind her. She grits her teeth and refuses to look back. Her goal is straight ahead. The passage grows narrower. Kalina runs along the designated route, her heels striking the floor, the sound echoing down the corridor. She staggers through a concrete tunnel, her foot crushing loose gravel. And suddenly, her ankle twists sharply. Fuck me. It just keeps getting worse. Ow! Her knee slams into a damp wall. She loses her balance and crashes to the ground, pain nearly knocking her unconscious. But then she hears something behind her, an ominous crumbling sound, as if something is about to give way. Kalina puts all her concentration on rolling aside. A deafening crash erupts beside her left ear. She looks back to see a massive chunk of reinforced concrete torn free from the ceiling. It looks like simple age-related decay.
The civil defense facility is even older than she imagined. By the time she regains her senses, her back is soaked in cold sweat. She managed to avoid the falling concrete, but during the roll, sharp protrusions in the ground have sliced her earlobe and cheek. Blood gushes out, pooling in her palm before splattering into dark red blossoms on the floor. And when her left shoulder slammed into a piece of exposed rebar, the sound of fabric tearing was painfully clear. A metallic taste rises in her throat, and she spits out a gob of blood. Is running out of time. Kalina wipes her mouth and drags her battered body forward. Panting heavily, she is stopped by another metal door. Staring at the security door nearly identical to the one outside, she feels true exhaustion for the first time. Is this the last obstacle? This has to be the last, right? Even if none of this is a lie, the commander is still making this unnecessarily difficult. Despite her grumbling, Kalina steps closer. Unlike the electronic lock outside, this door uses a solid mechanical combination. Beside it, a recessed slot holds a glowing numerical tube, clearly displaying the number 5. The message is clear. 5 chances. That's all she gets. Combination locked. How spiteful. If I were a bad guy, I would just shoot it. She is still carrying a compact pistol, but against such a heavy security door, it would do nothing. Even after decades of abandonment, the determination behind its construction is obvious. Password would the commander use? The number of digits, it looks just like a date. After a moment's thought, Kalina enters the commander's berth. I don't think it's going to be that obvious. The lock does not yield. The tube flickers once, then coldly changes to 4. What am I doing? This isn't a computer login. Clenching her teeth, she forces her mind to work faster and enters her own birthday. The tube now reads 3. I'm such an idiot. Damn it. The day of the joint exercise, that moment changed the commander's life forever. 2. Only 2 chances left. That's not it either. Then what is it? Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Oh. There we go. Got that out of the way. Date meaningful to the commander. Could that be? Or was her entire premise wrong from the start? Maybe it isn't a date at all. Her thoughts tangle into chaos. Her fingers tremble uncontrollably, no matter how hard she tries to steady them. Lucarev's final smile fills her mind. She keeps hearing the sound of C-14 and the others falling one by one, of red alarms, of bullets slamming into the dolls' bodies. If she messes up again, was their sacrifice meaningless? Was everything she did meaningless? Is the commander even still alive? If not, where did they go? Why has there been no word? And if they do live, where are they now? Are they safe? What did they see at the end of the battle? And why haven't they shown them themselves? She doesn't know. She knows absolutely nothing. Stop messing with me. Hey, Commander, can you hear me? Commander! Kalina pounds on the security door, her hoarse voice cracking with tears. The massive door only sheds little dust. The pounding barely even made a sound. Right in front of her. She wasted another time. What if the commander has already left through another exit? Suddenly, she sees the number of the glowing tube jump from 2 to 1. She hasn't even touched anything. Her heart pounds violently. Blood rushes to her head. Fighting off the darkness creeping into her vision, Kalina steps closer to inspect the lock. She notices that the outer edge is coated in thick rust. She scratches it with her fingers, and the flakes come off easily. The internal mechanism must be deteriorating. Before anger can even set in, she realizes something worse. If the lock is failing, then somewhere, unseen, a silent countdown must be ticking towards the next malfunction. Her scalp prickles at the thought. Kalina lunges forwards and hastily adjusts the combination. Her mind has gone completely blank. There is no room even for roaring. That time has run out. She feels oddly detached from the situation, as though she is watching herself from afar. In an instant of disorientation, she finds herself back on a calm, windless afternoon. Please continue with your training. Stay focused. That's my voice? Commander, this is the basics training ground of Area SO9. The conditions are a bit rough. Please excuse us. It's alright, Miss Kalina. What matters is that everyone is making an effort. Though it seems morale still has room for improvement. Commander. Kalina reaches out, wanting to touch the commander. But just as her fingers are about to brush their cheek, the world twists and shifts. In the next moment, she finds herself seated near the commander, who is greeting a few passing dolls over their lunch. Hello there. Oh, is the commander talking to us? Yeah. They greeted us and said hello. What do we do? It's the first time a human has greeted me. GSH18, didn't you interact with humans at your previous workplace? So, Karev, you're alive? Kalina jumps to her feet in disbelief. She approaches Tokarev, reaching out to touch her face, to make sure she's really safe. At the moment of contact, Tokarev suddenly stills herself, passes straight to Kalina, and sits down beside the commander. Commander, hello. May we eat here? Of course you may. Why ever not? You're a member of the base too. After training so hard, you need to replenish your energy. Come, take a seat. Keep me company and let's see how good the catering here is. The dolls end up eating lunch with the commander. Kalina watches as they awkwardly mimic the commander, clumsily lifting spoons from their bowls. Wow. This, with all the religious references, Christian references going on at this event, now that I think about it, this does seem like the... Oh my god. Their movements are stiff, but in the eyes of both the commander and the dolls, she sees a bright, genuine sparkle of joy. From where she's seated near the commander, she smiles from the heart as she watches them chatter and laugh. Everything began on that day. The day the commander first arrived at SO9. Back in reality, Kalina holds her breath after confirming that the glowing tube hasn't changed. She quickly adjusts the combination lock and enters the date on which the commander arrived at SO9. Kalina has every reason to believe that what she just saw was not it. It is something that truly happened, something etched into the hearts of the commander, herself, and every doll at Griffin. The most important day of the day of origin. She hears the lock cylinder turn. The metal door slides open slowly, and Kalina staggers into a plainly furnished room. Under dim lighting, a familiar figure stands in the center of the room, with their back to her. In front of the commander is a wall covered in photographs of William and other high-ranking government officials, pinned with thumbtacks and connected with red strings, forming a tangled and intricate web of clues. Hearing movements behind them, the figure slowly turns around. The commander is far thinner than before, but the unwavering gaze is unmistakable. They are still the commander, without question. Commander. Kalina's vision blurs instantly as tears well up. She has imagined countless times what she would say in this moment. But whatever anger, joy, or resentment she feels becomes meaningless in an instant. As long as the commander is standing here, nothing else matters. She wants to reach out. She wants to touch them, to confirm that this is real. This is not going to end well. This is not going to end that well. But she stops herself. Even in that brief glance, she sees the wounds on Commander's abdomen. The bandages are still faintly stained with blood. For a long moment, the Commander says nothing. Something feels wrong. Kalina instinctively looks up at their face. Commander, is your wounds okay? Does it hurt too much to speak? Were you shot? Or was it a blade? I'm fine, Colin. As you can see, everything is fine. Shoot. Oh, right. Kalina suddenly remembers the dogs still fighting the security system outside. Tokarev and the others are still out there. Commander, turn off the alarm. There are no enemies. It's us. Tokarev and the others are still fighting the defenses. They are still... No. It wasn't you. Colin, you didn't trigger the alarm. The autonomous dogs outside weren't sent after you. You just happened to be in the way. Kalina freezes. For a moment, she doesn't understand what the commander is saying. Look. The commander steps aside. A bank of monitors fills the wall, each displaying a different surveillance feed. In the central screen, Kalina recognizes the camera pointed at the door Tokarev hacked open for her. Tokarev and the others are gone. In their place are dozens of military soldiers. Kalina stares in disbelief and shifts her gaze to the other screens. It isn't just that corridor. Every junction in the underground station is occupied by military forces. They are converging here at alarming speeds. Javier, no. The military... Commander, come with me. There must be still a way. Kalina grabs the commander's arm, but they won't budge. No, Colin. I can't make it out with this injury. It's alright. This wasn't your fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. Don't blame yourself. Kalina is about to speak when a deafening explosion roars behind her. Echoing through the entire subway station, the structure trembles violently. Then comes the sound of marching boots. Many boots. Soldiers are closing in. Commander, we have to go. Another explosion, this time from directly behind her. Kalina spins around just as the wall shatters. A flood of soldiers pour into the room, rifles raised and aimed squarely at the commander. To their heads stand a masked colonel. Don't move. You're surrounded. Drop your weapons and cease resistance. Kalina is about to intervene, but then she realizes something strange. Not a single gun is aimed at her. Or rather, it's not that they avoid aiming at her. More like, no one acknowledges her existence at all. She hears fabric rustle behind her. Turning around, she sees the commander, calmly raising both hands. Another set of footsteps approach. Kalina looks towards the doorway. A moment later, Javier's face comes into view. He glances briefly at her with a faint smile, then at the commander kneeling on the ground. He walks forward. Thank you, Kalina. Without your help, we never would have found this place. What? Thank her. She's been used. Kalina stands frozen. She has just realized she's been manipulated by Javier and hasn't even processed yet. On top of that, she doesn't understand why the commander is surrendering without a single word of resistance. Commander, why? Commander! Kalina tries to rush forward. The demand enters face to face. But the moment she reaches the corridor, she trips over Rumble and collapses onto the floor. The pain in her knee intensifies. She lifts her head and sees the soldiers' backs. The commander walks calmly among them. So naturally, it is as if they are one of them. Kalina struggles to make sense of it all. Javier walks over and stops beside her. Don't worry. The commander will be fine. At least, that's what I believe. With that, Javier leaves. The room is empty now. Only Kalina remains. At this moment, she feels as though she's finally waking from a dream. She understands at last. Everything she has endured, every hardship, every sacrifice, has led her straight into a carefully crafted, malicious lie. The only lesson humanity has ever learned from history is that humanity never learns from history. He has grown up. He has his own ideas now. He has secured power firmly in his hands. This is the price of handing over our trump cards. He is no different from how we once were. Without absolute power, there is no real sense of security. And indeed, just as he believes, the road ahead will be even harder than he imagines. Even so, indeed, some things should never be touched. Otherwise, history will repeat itself. Only this time, the cost will be more than he can bear. Do we intervene? The people of this land have only just been given a seed of hope.
Whoever extinguishes that light becomes a criminal of history. I think he understands that. That's why he dares to break his promise so boldly. He deceived us. One has only himself to blame for being played for a fool. Still, we have a way to make it so that he never deceived us. You mean? Isn't there a youngster who he holds in high regard? I believe this young one's ideals align with ours. They may not agree to cooperate. They are different from all of us. We must trust the conscience of the young. Besides, I think we can offer terms that they simply can't refuse. I understand. I will take care of it. But I will prepare a contingency as well. Good. I'll leave it to you. Roche Limit. End. Oh my fucking god, man. Oh my fucking god. Singularity. Please be something good. Please be something good. I really need it right now. Lonely footsteps echo through the empty underground facility. As she staggers, stumbles, Kalina braces herself against the wall, walking forward with vacant eyes. Half an hour has passed since the commander has taken away. The underground passages, once noisy and chaotic, now hold only her solitary figure. After waking, as if from a dream, comes the numb confusion of facing reality alone. Kalina comes to a stop. This is the place where Tokarev and the others fought with their lives to send her into the tunnel. Mechanical debris litters the ground. Shattered parts, broken limbs, scattered sparks flash in the half-darkness, accompanied by the occasional crackle of electricity. Karev, C14, CZ815, 612. Everyone. Kalina collapses to the ground. She keeps searching frantically, trying to find their friends. But the dim lighting, combined with her exhaustion and dizziness, makes it almost impossible to see anything clearly. She searches again and again, yet there is no trace of her former companions. She dragged them into this. Not only has she failed to save the commander, she also pulled them, who should have returned to normal lives, into this nightmare. If it hadn't been for her, or if she had noticed the deception behind all this just a little earlier, would none of this have happened? She has no answer. Sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. It's my fault. As Kalina bows her head and sobs, in a corner she hasn't noticed, an autonomous doll open its eyes. It's my fault. I never should have woken you up. I never should have dragged you to this. The autonomous doll twitches. Its torso isn't badly damaged. Only one arm has been blown off. The rest of its body remains intact.
With little effort, it pushes itself upright and locks onto the source of the sobbing. A defeated shell, her soul drowning in pain, her guard lowered against her surroundings. An easy opportunity, a defenseless prey. If it takes her down now, then to those with will intent, this would be the most satisfying ending imaginable. The autonomous doll trembles as it raises its remaining arm, taking a one-handed firing stance. Huh? In the deathly silent space, the sound of a rifle bolt being pulled rings out. Even swallowed by grief, Kalina instantly senses the abnormal and dangerous noise. But when she turns her head and finds herself staring into a pitch-black muzzle, it is already too late. Kalina's pupils dilate. In sheer terror, she instinctively holds her breath. The gun fires. Kalina shuts her eyes out of reflex. And she hears the sound of a body hitting the ground. She opens her eyes cautiously. She is unharmed. The autonomous doll that fired moments ago now lies on its back, completely motionless. Huh? Isn't that a bit early to be bawling your eyes out? Footsteps sound behind her. Kalina turns around in shock. A figure emerges from the darkness. The face that comes into view bears a long scar carved across the left eye. Leva. Seeing that scar, Kalina cries out in disbelief and joy. 45? It's me. Long time no see, Colin. Why are you here? Where did you go? Just now, the commander. The commander. Alright. I know you've got a million questions, but this isn't the place to talk. I can only tell you this. The commander is definitely safe right now. And UMP 45 steps closer, helps Kalina to her feet, and carefully brushes the dust from her clothes. You've got work to do. Kalina stares at her in a daze. 45 grabs her by the arm and leads her into the darkness. And then they join the URNC. Oh my god, what an event. What an event. It was awful. It was an awful experience, by the way. I didn't have fun, to be honest, but it brings a little bit, just a little bit of relief that not all things are bad, right? I mean, we know exactly how this story more or less was going to end, that things were not going to completely be bad, but still there would be a moment of hardship. Their reunion between Kalina and the commander, it didn't play out exactly how I was expecting it to be. It actually went a little bit better. Because I thought that the dolls were more or less the commander's fault, right? An autonomous system left there to try to delay things. The moment I saw the commander, the description of the commander, I was expecting something far worse. But it wasn't that bad. What happened there wasn't that bad. Gods. Alright. It's 4:05 p.m. for me. I need to wrap some things up and start preparing to go
my appointment. Tomorrow, there will be no stream. After tomorrow, no stream either. Saturday, no stream. Sunday, no stream. Monday, no stream either. I'm only going to come back here on Wednesday. I'll probably try to set up some schedule, right? A scheduled stream. I would put it 2 p.m. as always, but don't have too much faith on that, okay? I might cancel it if anything happens. I'm probably going to stream Wuthering Waves when I come back, and once I'm done with Wuthering Waves, I'm going to jump to Ark. Not Endfields, Arknight. To do the actual story events that is happening right now. Alright. I need to wrap up. This is everything. My god damn. This event. Holy shit. Hate it. I fucking hate it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.